continue. Don't know if you notice this kind of bare bookshelf behind me. So the story behind this is last year I decided that for this year I wanted to start reading more, because when I was younger I used to love reading. I loved books. My imagination was wild. I loved writing stories as well. But as you get older, you kind of stop doing things that you enjoy doing because you're so focused on the things that you have to do. For me, like the creative aspect of myself is something that I kind of just put to one side because life, work, and all the rest of it. But this year I said to myself, I want to get back into reading. So that's what I started doing so far. Well, I say so far, like, but the year is gonna end soon. But this year I managed to read 19 books. For me, that is an achievement, because the year before I think I read about 3 books, and the year before that I read no books. So to have gotten through 19 books so far this year is such an achievement for myself. And though this is not the dream library, this is where I'm starting basically. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to put that in this video, so in like a year's time I can look back and see how much further I've come. I am accidentally in the middle of 3 different book series because I didn't realize that some of the books were in a series. Usually I would prefer to finish a book or to finish a whole series and then move on. However, I started the Throne of Glass series, needed a break in between, and then I read Pumpkin Spice Cafe, did not know that it was in a series. And before I had read those 2 books, I had read Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I did not know that book was in a series, and it's making me start to think maybe I need to check before I start reading a book whether it's in a series or not. So in this vlog, I'm going to see how many of those books I can get through within the week. Bear in mind, I do work full-time, so I cannot spend my whole day reading, and after I finish work there are things I have to do, whether it's chores or I have to do different errands or whatever it is, so I don't have all the time in the world to read. So let's see how much I am going to be able to get through in this vlog. So these are the books that I'm going to try and get through in this vlog. This is, you probably know what Kindle is. I'm going to be reading from my Kindle for the Pumpkin Spice Cafe series, Nothing Like the Movies. Then I'm on Queen of Shadows, which is I think the 5th book in the series of the Throne of Glass series. So these are the books that I'm going to try and get through this week. This is a bit ambitious for me, but I will try nonetheless. Will I make it through all these books? I don't know, you'll have to watch and see. I want to, but let's see how it goes. The first book I'm going to start with is Queen of Shadows. I feel like I should have started with something like the next one in the series of Pumpkin Spice Cafe, but I literally just finished Air of Fire, so I want to know what happens next. So I'm gonna get cracking on this one. As much as I would love to sit by my books and read, the chair that I have in here is not comfortable, so we're gonna take this downstairs to the living room, get nice, cozy and comfy. Okay, so I've been reading for a little bit now. I'm about 50 pages in. So far it is so good. How it started, at first I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, who's this talking? Do we have a new POV? It's not a new POV. I'm just like, oh my gosh, so much is happening so quickly, and I love it. Because one thing about the Glass of Thrones series that I have found a bit tough is that every new book in the series has a bit of a build-up. So like the first 100 pages, maybe 150 pages, it's building up again, so it's a bit slow. And for the slower storylines or the slower story progressions, I find it a bit hard to engage, especially when the end of the book is always like so good. There's always so much happening, like there's a real like oh my gosh moment to then start another book to want to continue on that, and then it goes down and you have to build it back up again. I find that quite hard, but this one has started already on like the story is continuing, so much is happening. So I'm loving it so far, but I'm just going to pause so that I can get some dinner, and hopefully I can go back to reading after I eat. I do want to go to the gym today. I'm supposed to be going to the gym today, so I don't know how much more reading I'm going to get done, but we will see. Okay, just giving a quick update. It is the next day now. After I stopped yesterday to have dinner, I decided not to continue reading. I went to the gym instead because I'm about to head into London. So I have about a 2-hour commute, and I'm going to do most of my reading on the train. So I opted for the gym instead. Right now, I'm just about to tidy up my house, and then I need to book an Uber to take me to the station. So for part of this vlog, I'm not going to be in my house. I'm going to be at my parents' house. So my background and settings and stuff is going to look different. Just wanted to say that. So when you do see a new sort of, you know, a new environment in my videos, it's not just random. So I'm now just about halfway through the book, and I'm just popping in now to give a quick sort of what I feel so far. Okay, so what I feel so far, some of the things might be spoilers, so just bear that in mind if you're going to watch this part. Aylin, love that she's coming into herself. Rowan, I like Rowan a lot. In the beginning, I didn't like him, but now with the relationship that he has with Aylin, loving it. Kale is becoming insufferable. I feel like he is spending so much time thinking about or worrying about what Aylin could do and not thinking about what his king is doing, and it's just driving me a bit crazy. Who else? Lysandra, love that they are. I love the friendship that's just blossomed there. Arabin, Hamill, absolutely hate him. He is a horrible person, a very evil, a very wicked man. We already knew that, but it just gets worse. But yeah, so far, oh, Dorian. Poor Dorian. I was not expecting that. I wasn't expecting it. And I hope that things turn around for him. And this whole story, I have high hopes, but I honestly can't guess where this story is going. When I watch movies, I usually can guess what the plot is or what the storyline is going to be. With this book, right, when I first started reading book 1, even to book 2, I felt like I could figure out what was going to happen, but that's not what's happening at all. Not at all. So that's where I'm at right now in terms of my reading. Literally, I am reading every moment that I can. So mostly on my commutes to work, from work, after work, I get a bit of reading in as well. But obviously, as I said, this week has been a busy week and I've been exhausted as well. So one of the nights I was reading and I was so tired, like it was 8:30, but I just went to bed. But it's Friday night, have no plans, so I'm about to get into this bed and get some more reading done and see how much we can do, because I do have 2 other books that I wanted to read in this vlog as well, but let's see if I'm gonna be able to do it. Just in case you're wondering, this is still the same day. I've just literally changed my jumper. Oh my gosh, this is really crazy. Really crazy. So what I don't get is if Arabin has spies watching Ellen's warehouse, and if he has access to the warehouse to have been able to go inside and do all those things, like surely should he not know that Lysandra's been going there? Why does he not know that she's been going there? And why is it still such a good hiding spot for all of them? I don't know. So today is like more than a week after I've started my video. So it is, I really do forget the days of the week, you know. It is Friday today. I have finally completed Queen of Shadows. I finished this book on Tuesday evening, but Wednesday I had work all day. Then in the evening I was prepping because it was Christmas Eve. I only read a little bit, and now today's Boxing Day. So so I finished this book finally. My final thoughts on this book is I like how the story has progressed. I don't, obviously now that I know more of what's happened, I don't hold the same views as what I would have shared when I was like in the beginning or halfway through. I don't know how this works. This is my first like reading vlog, so I don't know if it's taboo to put spoilers in the video or not. It's hard for me to really share my thoughts without saying why I'm feeling the way that I feel, but I guess overall so far I'm happy with the way that the story is progressing. I'm happy with the character development that I saw. What I felt about Aelin and Rowan's relationship in the middle of the book is like, it's not the same, because clearly it is more than friends now. The whole way through me reading this though, I am comparing it to ACOTAR, because obviously that is kind of the reason why I'm reading it. My friend who I told I read ACOTAR told me that I should read this because it is better. Do I think it is better than ACOTAR? So far, no. This might be a very unpopular opinion, but so far, no. I think that there are a lot of similarities between this and ACOTAR in terms of the characters. Like, the similarities that I'm drawing on is more like, when I read about Adian, he reminds me a lot of Rhysand in the whole him pretending to be cold, but really he's not that way. Rowan and Aelin's relationship is reminding me a lot of Rhysand and Feyre's relationship. Like, basically whatever idea she had, Sarah J Maas had in this book has developed in ACOTAR in terms of the bond, Feyre and Rhysand talking down the bond, Aelin and Rowan being able to communicate without words, but it's like she's developed that in ACOTAR, if you get where I'm coming from. A lot of the characters in this book remind me of characters that I read about in ACOTAR, and a lot of her writing style as well is kind of the same. I would say that there is a lot more detail in terms of the world building is more detailed, the whole story is more detailed. So I think comparing stories, a lot more is happening in Glass of Thrones. It's a lot more detailed. For the story, the Glass of Thrones series is better, but in terms of how I connect with the characters, I feel like I connected with the ACOTAR characters a lot better. I liked them a lot better, but I think this is still a good book. It's still a good series, and I am still like excited to read it, to finish it, to see where it goes. I will say though that it is so long. The series is so long. Like, I'm 5 books in now. I'm about to go read the 6th one, and just thinking like I've already completed 5 books in the series and there is still 3 more to read. It's a lot, because it's like I just want to get to the end. I want to know how it ends. I just want to get to the end. So that's where I'm at. So I have started reading now Nothin Like the Movies. It's a very light book, nothing compared to the Glass of Thrones series. It is so much easier to read. It's kind of like one of those, it's literally like a rom-com but in book form. So far in the book, not a lot has happened. Wes is trying to win Liz back. I hope that's not a spoiler, but it happened so early on in the book, but yeah, so far not a lot has happened. Let's keep on reading. Before I continue on reading the books, my husband for Christmas got me a comfy chair to put in my I'm gonna call it my reading room. It's a guest room, but I'm building like a reading corner for myself in there. So he bought me a comfy chair for Christmas, so I want to set that up and sort of start working on that corner so that I can actually start reading in that corner. So I'm gonna go and set that up, and then we can come back and keep reading. I am generally quite good at building things, but I am generally quite good at building things that come from IKEA. Those who know, you know. Now with this, I don't even know where it came from, so I don't know how easy the instructions are going to be to follow. Wish me luck. Also, please do not judge my hair. I got bored yesterday and started taking it out, and I haven't finished, so this is what we're working with for today. Oh my gosh, I've got an electric shock. Okay, so I'm gonna have to rearrange my bookshelf and maybe bring it down a level just to fill it out more in the frame until I get more books, but I'm actually buying books as I read them. I did not know it was a thing for people to like buy books and not read them until TikTok and YouTube. So I moved it down. These are all of the Sarah J Maas books I've read not recently, but in 2025. So the ACOTAR books, and then now this is the Friend of Glass series that I'm reading. Yeah, these are some other books that I've read this year as well. I don't know how I'm going to like organize them, but I think that is all I'm going to do with this bookshelf tonight. I'm going to read. Guys, it has literally been 2 weeks since I started this video. So as far as making progress in continuing my book series in 1 week goes, complete and utter fail. But making progress in my book series, complete success. I managed to get through all 3 of those books in the 2 weeks actually. This week, because it was the week of Christmas, was very busy. It was very hectic for me. So for filming, it was a no-go. It was very difficult for me to film. Even now I'm filming, my friends are on their way over to my house. So things are about to get even busier. But I wanted to come and close out this vlog by just giving my overall sort of remarks, comments on the books that I read. So as far as Queen of Shadows goes, I'm very happy with this book. I love how the story progressed. Definitely had my heart racing at certain points, had me at the edge of my seat. Love how the characters are all developing, and I love how the story has ended, and I'm ready to go in to the next book. And I know how Sarah J Maas books are in terms of there's a lot of world building, so I know that's probably going to take me a bit, but I'm excited to go into the next book and see what that story unravels. So far, my favorite characters in this book, I think, one of my favorite characters has to be Manon. I really like Manon. I think she's a boss, and I mean, yeah, this is why I really need to film as I'm reading, because while I'm reading I like have so many thoughts and so many feelings towards what I'm seeing, but then when I finish the book I kind of almost like it almost simmers away. I kind of forget. So definitely the next reading vlog I do, I need to film more of my like reactions or my commentary as I'm reading the book, so that it will be like very accurate to how I actually feel towards it. Nothing Like the Movies. I really like this book actually, and I think it's not intense. It's not intense like ACOTAR, Queen of Shadows, or any of those books, but it's a really nice read. I like the storyline. I like the characters. There are some points in the book where I felt a bit frustrated at Liz, but then you can like really see her mind working real time, and then I kind of had to understand where she was coming from, especially when she was uncertain about like the situation between her and Wes. She was asking very logical questions, and I'm very proud of her. But I really like this book. I liked reading it more from Wes's perspective this time round. So I definitely would recommend this book. I'd recommend the book before it and this book because they actually do tie in together really nicely. But 10 out of 10, I'd definitely recommend this book. I also really like Lynn Painter's style of writing. It's really easy to read. It flows quite seamlessly. She captures really well that rom-com sort of vibe in her writing. I could almost, as I was reading, I could literally see this play out in an actual film or an actual series. So I really liked it. I like the way that she set the scene. I really like this book. And then the last book I read on my Kindle. I have an old Kindle, by the way. Literally have an old Kindle. I didn't see the point in buying a new one because this one works perfectly fine. I am more or less done. I'm basically on the final pages of this book and I like it. I would say though that maybe unpopular opinion depending on who's watching this video, but I could have done with less of the spice scenes, honestly. I think I quite liked the story, but then the spice scenes were a bit like, oh, this is quite intense. Like, it was too much for me. I would have preferred to just read the story about her like coming into herself, how Noah played a part in that. I really like their relationship though. As a reader, because I already know what both of them are thinking, I'm just thinking to myself, like, just talk to each other, right? But actually being that person and being in that situation, the fear of rejections can sometimes really, no, not even sometimes, the fear of rejection really can be holding you back sometimes from like getting what's yours. Because come on, man, would I recommend it? I wouldn't recommend it to anybody who doesn't like spice books, or anyone who doesn't like spice books. I wouldn't recommend it because there is a lot of that in there, more than I had expected. Comparing it to the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, what I can remember, there wasn't that much. This is a lot more. I mean, it's still a nice story. The elements from the Pumpkin Spice Cafe that this has is like the characters are the same. You can see a bit of progression in Logan and Jeannie's life through Hazel's story, but it's like they really are not the main characters at all in this book. This is Hazel and Noah's story, so it's cool. If you don't mind that sort of stuff, then it's a good read. If not, then I would probably I would avoid it. I actually thought about DNFing it halfway through, but I finished it anyways. This video was fun. I think because I had put that time of finishing the books in 1 week, reading for a second wasn't fun anymore, because it actually felt like the pressure, like, oh my gosh, I've got to finish this book, I'm still making this video. So I kind of just had to chill out for a little bit and be like, it's not a competition, it's not a race, and if you don't finish this video in 1 week, it's not that big of a deal. And then I started enjoying it again. But I did really like this video, and I'm planning to make more sort of reading vlogs. I thought it was fun, and I do like reading, and it actually helps me to read more because I literally finished 3 books in 2 weeks. But yeah, going into 2026, I have set myself a goal of reading 52 books. At the end of 2024, that's when I decided I wanted to get back into reading, and in 2025 I read over 20 books. I don't remember the exact number, between 20 and 25 books, that's what I've read so far. So in 2026 I really want to read 52 books. If you have any recommendations at all, please drop them down in the comment section. Please comment, let me know what books to read. I like romance, I like fantasy. If you can recommend books with not so much spice, and that would be even great. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have made it to the end of the video, thank you for being here. Love that. I'll see you in the next one.